Good morning. My name is Manoj Krishna. I'm a spinal surgeon. I'm going to talk to you today, along with Caroline and Marta, about sitting and sitting posture. The first thing to understand is that we are the first mammals to have gone from walking on all fours to being vertical. And what that means is that there's a lot more loading in the lower part of our spine. As you can see, the spine consists of blocks of bone called vertebrae separated by cushions we call discs. And there's much more load being placed on the lower discs in the sitting and standing positions than, for example, if you're lying down. Biomechanical studies have shown that the pressure in a disc in the lying position is 90 kilopascals, whereas in the sitting position it goes all the way to 1100 or 1200 kilopascals. Now you can also understand that if you're vertical, there's much more load through that disc. But if you angle your spine about 30 degrees backwards, it reduces the load through that disc. And that's why the ideal sitting position is regarded as being tilted back slightly, about 20 or 30 degrees. So I'm going to stop there and introduce you to Caroline Hewison, who's the head of physiotherapy here at the Nuffield Hospital in Teesside.
Okay, so here we see Marta sitting at her desk at work in the most appalling posture. If you look around your offices, you will see people sitting like this all too often. Notice the C-shaped curve that she has in her spine from top to bottom. We've discussed already about the S-shaped elongated curves that are the natural neutral spinal position. So if Marta sits like this for a long period of time, she is certainly going to cause problems with her back. The loading through her lumbar vertebra is colossal. If we correct her position and put her into a more neutral position, we'll uncross her legs so that she's not sitting in a twisted position, and then if she moves her chair closer to her desk, even closer still, that's absolutely fine. And we can see if she sits back in her chair, she'll be able to maintain that position for a longer period. The seat is tilted downhill very slightly so that she's sitting in that 20 to 30 degree position. And she can work more comfortably for longer periods in that position. If we ask her to pick something up from the floor, she's dropped her keys on the floor, and so instead of pushing her chair back, getting up from the chair, moving forward, she's actually stayed in the chair, and that's put even more stress through her spine. And again, it's something that we do time and time again during the day. So if we just got her to stand, and we pop the keys on the floor again, and she bends her knees, sits, bends down, stands up, she can actually use that to change her spinal position. She could even go into a little bit of an extended exercise so that she's just, pull that head back just a little bit, so that she's actually changing the load going through the spine. And she can use that, do that 2 or 3 times, and then she can sit down, get back to her working position much more comfortably. The discs have had a little bit of extra nutrition instead of being perfectly still for such a long time, and she'll find that that will make her back much less painful at the end of the day. We recommend that people don't sit in any one position for any longer than 20 to 30 minutes. And although this sounds like a difficult thing to do, you've seen from the activity that Marta's just done, she stands up, she bends backwards 2 or 3 times, and then she sits down again. That is really going to help her spine feel much less painful. It's also going to help to prevent any discal problems by increasing the nutrients into the discs frequently during the day.